Some religious scholars whisper about the Watchers, ancient beings who descended and taught men forbidden knowledge. And what was the first thing they changed? The eyes. They taught man to see in ways they weren't meant to. That's when madness began. Because what is sight but an unholy intrusion? 1,000 gods watching you at all times. Every civilization, Babylon, Egypt, the Mayans, the Vatican, has carved it into stone. The single, staring, unblinking eye. The eye of Ra, which burns with divine punishment. The eye of providence, watching from the dollar bill, woven into the architecture of power. The Illuminati's symbol, whispered about in dark corridors of history. The third eye, promising enlightenment, but at what cost? What do they all have in common? Control. The all-seeing eye is not a symbol of wisdom. It is a sigil of dominion, a reminder that something is always watching. The Watchers are not benevolent, they are prison guards. Every camera lens, every biometric scan, every digital iris recognition system, they are building the new eye. There are things in this world that only a few can see. Those few, they never sleep well again. They say eyes are the windows to the soul, but what if they are the cages? What if sight itself is a trap, a cruel trick played on flesh to keep us tethered to this reality? In the book of Genesis, the first humans were blind, not in the physical sense, but in a way far worse. They existed in bliss, ignorant of good and evil. And then the serpent whispered and Eve took the fruit and her eyes were opened. The moment humanity gained sight, we lost our innocence. The world we see, it is a veil. Eyes do not reveal truth, they hide it. They make you believe in the illusion of form, of time, of space. But in the dark, when the eyes fail, that's when the truth seeps through. And when it blinks open completely, we won't even know we're slaves. The most powerful people in the world cover one eye in photos. Why a mockery, a signal, a rite? You hear a knock, it's past midnight. You don't expect visitors. You peer through the peephole. 2 children stand at the doorstep, motionless. Can we come in? Their voices are flat, robotic. You hesitate. Something is wrong. You try to focus on their faces, but their eyes, there are no eyes, just black voids. A cold, primal terror grips you. You slam the door. You don't sleep that night. These stories are everywhere, from Texas to England to remote villages in Eastern Europe. Children with pitch black eyes appearing to strangers asking to be let inside. If you let them in, something happens to you, something is taken. Those who survive the encounter report feeling sick for months, plagued by nightmares, haunted by shadowy figures in their peripheral vision. Are they demons, aliens, a glitch in the fabric of reality? Some researchers say that before a person dies mysteriously, they often report seeing a figure with completely black eyes days before. The last thing they see before death, a doorway of darkness looking back at them. They say that when you stare into the abyss stares back. But what if one day the abyss moves first? A mother checks on her baby monitor at night. Instead of her child, there's a face, her own face, but with empty blackened eyes. A man looks in the mirror and watches his reflection blink, even though he didn't. A woman on a train glances at an old man across from her. He has no face, just 2 gaping black pits where his eyes should be. They are either sacrificing their eye or something else is taking it. There is something the Vatican doesn't tell you about religious visions. When saints have seen angels or the Virgin Mary, many of them lost their eyesight afterward. Some went blind in one eye. Some, like St. Lucy, had their eyes ripped out, yet she continued to see. Miraculous, maybe. Or was she seeing something that should never be seen? Then there are the weeping statues, the Virgin Marys that bleed from the eyes. The church calls them miracles. But what if they are warnings? What if something beyond this world is watching through them? What if every holy icon with carved eyes is a keyhole and something on the other side is looking back at us? There's an old superstition that says if you ever see a figure with eyes too dark, too deep, you must not acknowledge it. Do not stare back, do not blink, because if you do, it will remember you. And one day you'll wake up to a knock at your door. And when you look through the peephole, there will be nothing there but the dark. But you'll know it's still watching. It always is.